What makes a person truly remarkable? Is it the accolades they earn, the battles they fight, or the legacy they leave behind? Few individuals embody the essence of a remarkable life as thoroughly as Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States. His journey from humble beginnings in rural Georgia to global humanitarian leader is a story worth exploring, for it tells not only of one man's aspirations, but of the potential of perseverance, compassion, and unwavering faith. Jimmy Carter was born James Earl Carter Jr. on October 1st, 1924, in Plains, Georgia, a small farming community. His parents, Earl and Lillian Carter, were hardworking and deeply principled people. Earl ran a peanut farm and a small store, while Lillian, a registered nurse, was known for her progressive views, especially in a segregated South. Growing up in this environment instilled in young Jimmy and Stay an appreciation for diligence, education, and empathy. As a boy, Carter was fascinated by the workings of the world around him. Whether it was tinkering with machines on the farm or excelling in school, his curiosity was boundless. He attended the local high school and then enrolled at Georgia Southwestern College before transferring to the Georgia Institute of Technology. Determined to further his education and serve his country, he gained admission to the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, graduating in 1946. It was during his time at the Naval Academy that Jimmy met Rosalind Smith, a young woman from his hometown. They married in 1946, beginning a partnership that would last over 7 decades. Rosalind would become not only his life partner, but a formidable ally in his political and humanitarian endeavors. Carter's naval career was distinguished. He served on submarines and was handpicked to work on the cutting-edge nuclear submarine program under Admiral Hyman Rickover. However, when his father passed away in 1953, Carter made the difficult decision to resign from the Navy and return to Plains to take over the family peanut business. Back in Plains, Carter's interest in public service blossomed. He became active in local politics, serving on school boards and advocating for racial integration and equal rights, a stance that was controversial in the deeply segregated South. In 1962, Carter was elected to the Georgia State Senate, where he worked to reform government operations and fight corruption. His reputation as a principled and hardworking legislator grew. In 1970, Carter ran for governor of Georgia. His campaign initially catered to conservative voters, but took a surprising turn when, in his inaugural speech, he declared, "The time for racial discrimination is over." As governor, he implemented reforms in education, healthcare, and environmental conservation, setting the stage for his national ambitions. By 1974, the United States was in turmoil. The Watergate scandal had eroded public trust in government, and the country was searching for a leader who could restore integrity and hope. Carter, with his image as an honest outsider, launched his campaign for the presidency. His message of transparency, human rights, and moral leadership resonated with voters, and in 1976 he defeated incumbent Gerald Ford to become the 39th President of the United States. Carter's presidency was marked by significant achievements and formidable challenges. Domestically, he focused on energy policy, emphasizing conservation and the development of alternative energy sources in response to the oil crisis. His administration also worked on deregulating industries like airlines and trucking, aiming to boost competition and efficiency. On the international stage, Carter's commitment to human rights defined his foreign policy. He brokered the historic Camp David Accords in 1978, a peace treaty between Egypt and Israel that remains a cornerstone of Middle Eastern diplomacy. He also established diplomatic relations with China and negotiated the Panama Canal treaties. However, Carter faced considerable difficulties. The Iran hostage crisis, where 52 American diplomats and citizens were held captive for 444 days, overshadowed his presidency. The crisis, coupled with economic challenges like inflation and unemployment, led to declining public support. In 1980, Carter lost his re-election bid to Ronald Reagan. Defeated but not deterred, Carter embarked on what many consider the most impactful chapter of his life. He returned to Plains and founded the Carter Center in 1982, an organization dedicated to promoting peace, health, and democracy worldwide. Under his leadership, the Carter Center worked to eradicate diseases like guinea worm, monitor elections in emerging democracies, and mediate conflicts. Carter's commitment to service extended to his personal life. He and Rosalind became active volunteers with Habitat for Humanity, building homes for those in need well into their 90s. In 2002, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to promote human rights and resolve international conflicts. Throughout his post-presidency, Carter remained a voice of conscience, advocating for justice, equality, and environmental stewardship. He also authored numerous books reflecting on his faith, life experiences, and vision for the future. Jimmy Carter passed away. His death marked the end of an extraordinary life, one characterized by humility, resilience, and an unwavering belief in the power of kindness and service. So, what do we take from the life of Jimmy Carter? His journey teaches us that greatness isn't measured solely by titles or victories, but by the lives we touch and the values we uphold. Carter's story reminds us of the enduring impact of integrity and compassion. I hope you learned something new today. If so, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. What do you think about the life and impact of Jimmy Carter in the world? Let me know in the comment section.